Hey guys, this is Arielle-Ryan on behalf of the L-Spot, and we're here at the Gangsta Gala on behalf of G-M.A.C.C, which is Gangstas Making Astronomical Community Change. I'm here in Long Island, New York, on behalf of everyone who's invited us, and we're here to have a good time. Make sure you follow the L-Spot where you too can network and be recognized.
Yeah, baby. I want you to be mine again, baby. I know my lifestyle is driving you crazy. I cannot see myself without you. We call them friends, don't you know how we do. I go out of my way to please you. I go out of my way to see you. And I want you to be mine again, baby. I know my lifestyle is driving you crazy. But I cannot see myself without you. We call them friends.
How are you doing today?
I'm blessed, highly favored.
Good. I like that answer. It was quite a journey, but I'm glad I'm here. I've never been to Long Island before, so you gave me a reason to kind of tour the city.
That was actually one of the reasons why I did that.
Really?
Yes, because part of our message in the work that we do is in order for change, we got to get outside of our norms. Right? And everybody asks, why not Brooklyn? You're from Brooklyn. You could be in Brooklyn. But we normally going to something in Brooklyn. So it's about doing that, getting comfortable with being somewhere else. And that's the way we get out of that place where we are so stagnant in life.
Okay, well, I like that. Thank you. You opened up my knock and put this on my bucket list and said, check it off. So tell me about G-M.A.C.C. Tell me, your journey and how you've, kind of got encompassed into this, initiative.
Life, being a product of my environment, raised in the projects, saw nothing but crime and violence, became part of that crime and violence, been to prison, gang banging, shooting, selling drugs, all the things that come with a lifestyle that sets you up for failure. And I got tired of it. I felt that I had something better in myself, and I wanted something better for my children. So I had to find something that made sense to me, and it really wasn't out there for me at that point. I didn't see anything that I felt helped me, and I didn't think it would be anything that would help somebody else if it couldn't help me. So why not be part of creating something that would do just that? And that's why I formed the organization and just started hitting the community and using my voice, my experience, my reputation to advocate for something different.
Was it an easy transition for you to go from a person who, was a product of your environment to kind of being the advocate and kind of making those changes in your community?
I mean, it's still ongoing. It's an everyday battle. Everything you see in the world continues to challenge that. But for me, yes, it was extremely difficult to get out of something that was comfortable for me, something that I was used to, right? Something that I got recognition, respect for. That's what they say, only thing people respect is violence. And I was a violent person when necessary. I had morals and principles behind my violence, but I was violent. And to have a reputation like that and then say, hey, I'm doing something positive, there's always two sides of the fence to that. You got the positive people, then you got the people who are used to you being negative. Even them, they're unhappy with you being positive, right? Because they want you to be negative with them. So it's challenges, and the people who claim to be positive are upset because you are negative. Now you're saying you're positive. So there are a lot of things that come with that.
And so what was kind of that breaking point for you to kind of make these changes for yourself? And other people might have the same breaking point as you and might want to know when enough is enough. When was enough enough? When was enough for you?
When I was in prison, my last bid was in 2005. I had a 3-year sentence. And that was my second state bid, and I came across a gentleman who was a mentor for me on my first bid. And his son actually came upstate while we were there. And his son had 35 years of life. The father had 25. In exchange, our witness in the yard between them made me think about my kids who are now 16. And I said, I don't want that for my kids. They're actually here today, too. My twin boys.
I hope I can see them.
Yeah, you can. But just really bringing something to me from God. That's what it seemed like. Like, okay, here's a message. Do you want to see this happen to yourself? So I said, no, that's not what I want. And I didn't make that my transition. I remember I was sitting in the cell and just seeing myself treated as an animal. And I said, I don't want this anymore. So those were the two turning points for me.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that. And what is your opinion on gun violence? Do you think it's too accessible to kids of a younger age? Do you think it's just the gun laws that we have in place? Or what would you say your thoughts on that would be?
Society, the people who run the prisons, the people who run the world. Young black and brown men and women are not the ones who are going and getting guns and bringing them back. The accessibility is hard. It's hard to get a job for a young person, but it's easy to get a gun. So yeah, that's part of the problem. The fact that there's also many different evils that's pushing that energy back into our communities because they make money off it. And like I said, having our young people in these systems, if you run a business, you're always going to look for the consumer. And the young people, the consumer, to prison. So gun violence helps push that. So they're going to do everything necessary to keep pushing those necessary evils, the propaganda that a young person cannot identify. So in my point, we just got to start changing the mind and show them that there's something better, that you have the opportunity to be in a bad position but also make the right decision.
Okay. I like that. So when you woke up today, and you knew where you was coming and what you were doing today, and you got dressed in your tux and everything, what did you say to yourself? Like, oh my God, I'm doing things here.
Well, I got to start by saying I didn't wake up today. I woke up yesterday because I didn't sleep. So.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
It's hard.
It's for a good cause.
Yeah, it's hard to sleep. You just make sure everything is right. But I mean, for me, the biggest thing is just that everybody enjoys themselves and understands the significance of what we here to do today. Coming from most of the people that are here are leaders in their own right, coming from different avenues, and I want them to be spotlighted. It's not about me; it's about how we can unify, in the transform a state of mind and point out we can do it from different fields, different areas, different age groups, and all bring it all together and not fight against each other to so-called help our community, because it doesn't give the right message if we're competing and losing our people because they believe that it's all about the funds that this person or that organization is getting. I want us to say, regardless of the position of G-M.A.C.C. or any other organization, we got to do this together.
Well, it's a group effort. I thank you for taking the time to be with me on this fine evening. He has a lot of stuff to get to. So I'm going to continue being at the Gangsta Gala in Long Island with Shanduke. And make sure you follow the L-Spot blog where you too can network and be recognized.
Hashtag that Gangsta Gala, though.
Hashtag Gangsta Gala.
Like I've been searching for a lick. Can't find no money on the strip. A bunch of ratchets on the strip. And they keep ratchets on their hip. And for weeks. You shoot the game and play for keeps. It's